once again I'm back. As usual, my name is Kafero Gabriel and I study from Corridor Senior Secondary School. I'm in Form 2-1. So today I've just come here to just share with you a little experiment of separating mixtures. So today I'll be separating the mixture of water with sand. I'll be separating water from sand after mixing them. So our experiment name today will be separating of mixture and sand, separating mixture of water and sand. So that will be our experiment name for today. So as you see, there are some different apparatus in front of me, including a record stand. So this record stand will be helping us to hold this panel, to prevent it from falling, because we need a holder that will support us to hold this panel from falling down. So that by that help, we will need a record stand. So the next thing we have sand. As you see, here is our sand. Here is our sand, as you see. So this sand will be helping us in the mixture. So I have some more here in the back. So the next thing here I have is this will be a funnel. So this funnel will help me to prevent, will help me, as you see, to add in this sand and water so that we can separate it properly and getting a good experiment. So the next thing I have is filter paper, this one. So this filter paper will help me to filter the sand from the water such that the water can pass through and the sand is trapped on the filter paper. So this filter paper will help me. I need it also in this experiment of ours. The next thing we have is a beaker containing water. So this beaker will help me containing water such that water is the substance that we are going to use with compared with our sand. So I'll mix this water and sand to get our experiment as we knew. So the next thing I have is a beaker here. I have a beaker plus a spatula. So this second beaker will be helping me to collect this water, all this filtered water, to get it separated alone from the sand beaker. So I'll need this beaker, and the use of the spatula in this experiment, I will need this spatula for just scooping this sand into our beaker containing water. So my first procedure is pour water into a beaker, not until it's filled. We have done already that, as you see. It's a measure which is 150, and that's where this water is stopping. So the next thing we need to do is to add a spoonful of sand into the beaker containing water and mix them properly. So they're telling me to add some sand and this beaker containing water, and I need to mix it properly. So let's do it. I add some sand such that I can mix it properly with the beaker. So here is my sand, and I need to add it to the beaker containing water. Yes. So here is what I'm doing. I'm adding some sand in the beaker containing water. So it would be better for me to add 2.5 scoops. So I've just added 2.5 scoops. So the next thing I need to do is to mix. So as I mix it in, I have to make sure that I mix gently, such that this it's now a uniform mixture. But we need to remember our main aim is to separate this sand from water. Don't forget that. So after mixing, as we are told, so our next procedure is to clamp the funnel on a stand. So we have here our funnel here, and they're telling us to clamp it on a little stand. So this is what I'm doing. I will add this. I will scoop this funnel, and I will make sure that I add it in our little stand. Yes. So here I add it. I clamp it on our little stand. So I make sure that it's properly well fixed, such that it does not fall. So, but as you see, if the level of this funnel from the ground is a bit higher, so meaning I have to reduce the level or the length of the funnel from the ground. Now, by reducing the length, I will just need to get this down, this clamp, I reduce it a little bit, like here. Yes. So here it will be good for us. So I've just reduced the length of the funnel from the ground. So the next procedure, they are saying us to fold the filter paper into 4 folds and slowly fix it in the funnel. So here is our filter paper. Here they are telling us to fold it into 4 parts or 4 times. So here is what I'm doing. I'll fold this filter paper as we are instructed. Remember this experiment, we are looking at how to separate this water from the sun. So the main thing or the main substance that we are going mainly to use it will be a filter paper. So they're saying 4 times. This is once. I fold it the second time. Yeah. I have to make sure that it's well folded, such that we can such that the water can be able to pass through without any obstacle or anything that may refuse it or may make. So after folding our paper, there are 2 layers here, as you can see. There are 2 regions. There is this one, the first one, and there's the second one. Now, for you, the people who are watching us, you can be able to use any of these 2. You can either use this first one or second one. It's both okay, and you get a good result. So for me, I've used this second one. As you see, this second one is the one I've used, and I will just make it open like this. Now, after making it open, now what I need to do is to place this into our funnel. So I will place it into our funnel, as you see. Yeah. So we make sure that it's well properly, like it's well fixed. Yeah. So there is it. It's all fixed here in our funnel. Our next procedure is telling us to place the clean beaker under the funnel. So I remember, as I told you, that we needed 2 beakers, the empty beaker and the 1 beaker, that will help us to mix these two substances, that is water and sand. So the empty beaker will be helping us to collect the distillate or the water that has been separated from the sand alone. So I place here my empty beaker, as you see, below the funnel, and I make sure that this part of the funnel is below the beaker, such that this water collected may directly enter the beaker without like any space in any water down. So they're saying mix again the sand with water, then I pour into our funnel containing the filter paper, such that we can get our experiment done and we can get our final result. So that's what I'm doing. I will mix again as we are informed. So after mixing, here is it, I'm mixing. So when I mix, as you can see now, they're telling us to pour after mixing, pour this substance or this water, the mixture that of sand and water into our funnel containing the filter paper. So after mixing, I have to make sure that this sand at the bottom may also rise. So after mixing, I will need to pour this water into our funnel containing the filter paper. So here is it. I'll pour it, as you see. Yeah, so when I'm doing the camera, so I can see very well. Yeah, so the water coming out is the mixture, like the water that we have from just mixing, or that the water we have just from separating from the sand. Remember, we mixed these 2 things. We have mixed the sand and we have added clear water. So we need to get our final result as the final result, which is getting the water separated from the sand without any distillate contained. So as you see, the water is just coming out slowly. Yes. So it will be good for us to first take a while, such that this experiment it may take a while for this water to finish or to get over from the filter paper. Yes, so as you see, the water is just coming out, and you can see the color of water. It's now colorless. Remember, when I mixed this water, it was purely dark, a bit dark, somehow brown, gray. So as you see, the color of the water is gray mainly. So after me adding this water in the filter paper, and I place this beaker at the bottom of the filter, at the bottom of the funnel, you can see the color of water contained. Yeah, can you please zoom and see? So here is the color of the water. It's colorless, as you see. After me mixing, and you can see now the colors. I think you can compare these 2 things. Yeah, you can compare these 2. Remember, this one is a mixture, then this one is away from separating. the two things. So I can add some mixture of ours, that is water mixed with sand. So I'll add it into our filter paper contained from the funnel. So you see, the water is just coming out into the droplets. So we just need to take a little time such that we can receive enough water from the beaker. Yeah, there is it. So you can see our water color. Yeah, it's colorless. You can also compare these two things. Yeah. Yes. So as you see, the water that is coming out from our mixture of mixing water and sand, and our final result we are receiving is the colorless water from the sand. Yes, by the help of the filter paper that we have used. Yes. So as you see. Yeah, so I think this will be enough to prove that water can easily be mixed from sand and can receive the pure water and the colorless water as we used before mixing. You saw the color of water before mixing. The color of water that we used was really colorless, and it has, after mixing this sand with water, we saw that the color of the water turned to a gray color. After mixing the sand with water, turning to the color of the sand. But after using our method of filtration, we have found out and we have discovered that we are going to receive our pure water as at first as it was, which is colorless here as you see. So we have received our colorless water from our experiment as you see. Yeah, so this we can receive now here our water, but for the interest of time, yeah, I think I should end there. So see you next time. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and comment. Thank you so much. Laughing.